Hello there, my YouTube friends and fans. Welcome back to Grounded. I recently spent a lot of time just exploring and discovering things, and I happened to find a lot of exciting stuff that I never expected, and I thought I'd make a little video about it. Maybe it helps someone, or for people who just want to be entertained. So here you go. There was this one night I was kind of stuck in that big tree stump in the very east of the map, northeast of the map in the upper yard. And all of a sudden I found out that you can actually jump up onto those mushrooms. But I didn't really know if there was a purpose for it. I just didn't really have anything to do that night. I didn't want to go back to my base. So I thought I'm just going to find out if this is actually going anywhere. It's actually quite tricky to get all the way up to the top, but here I am and I see in the corner of my eye that there is something golden shimmering over there, but it's a little iffy to get over there. I almost fell down, I hurt myself a little bit, but I came so far and I really wanted that Mega Molar that was stuck up here. It was not so easy to even find how to get to it. At one point I almost gave up. But eventually I made it up there and I got it. Here is for you if you are looking for Mega Molars. This one is quite hidden. And then I wanted to share with you how I got up onto the lawnmower, because that's something that was always a little bit of a puzzle to me. I finally made it up there. I got this one raw science. And then on the very top, when you run across this leaf and look to your right, you get another raw science, but there is a ton of mosquitoes you have to fight or run away from.
This could work for my science fair project.
So I thought I'm going to show you during the day how you get up, because it's easier to see. Like when you're on this right wheel of the lawnmower, you walk around it. And you see those like weeds over here, and you take like the middle one to get up on it. And you can see exactly where I am. And then you just basically use those leaves. They're pretty big leaves. It's actually quite hard to fall off of them. And you can see that when you actually look at the leaves, they lead right up to the wheel. There could be another way, but I feel like this is like the simplest way to get up. And there you go. You're already up on this like cinder block. And then you can walk up on this wrench to get that one raw science. And then in order to get up onto the lawnmower, you could jump over there, but I thought that was a little risky. So I just basically jumped up here and then walked over here and then jumped up on this like nut or whatever that is, to make it up to the lawnmower. And then here is where you have to fight a ton of mosquitoes, or basically just like run for it. But I'm always out of stamina, so for me usually it's worth it to fight them. You can see here they are again. And then you run just over to this leaf, cross over here, and then go to the right and snag that raw science at the end of this, and then get the heck out of here before you get killed. And they actually follow you, so you may have to just find a good way to shake them off. And then I'm in an area here where you actually find a lot of things, including the next three things that I'm going to show you. You can see here in the middle of the upper yard, south of it basically. Here's my base. There is the field station of the lower level of the upper yard. And then when you follow this wall over here, that's where I'm kind of standing there looking down right now. And there's a ton of ants here. There's also the black ladybugs that are super aggressive. And there's also ox beetles sometimes showing up here. So pretty much everything. So you have to be very cautious here and prepared to run or fight. And this is also where you find a toenail. And then here you have to break through some roots, and then you get in here, it gets super dark, and you take a left until you kind of get to the water here. And then you dive down. You don't need any diving gear for this. And when you look up, you see this rock and it says you need explosive. So I tried actually a Splat Burst and a Brad Burst, and it didn't work. I've never tried them underwater, but let me tell you, they do not work underwater at all. So this took me quite a bit of time to figure out, because I was like, well, it says I need an explosive, but I don't have any explosive that work on the water. So eventually I was like, oh, wait a minute. Because there's this like little window over here, right here. I'm like, maybe I have to throw it through to hit that rock, but it's really far away. Is that even possible? So I have a Splat Burst, and of course it sticks to the wall. Especially if you're not very accurate at throwing like I am. So I would definitely highly suggest you use a Brad Burst instead. But again, you may have to try that a couple times. Like I did not get it far enough here. So I was like, oh god, I only have one more left. Let's try this again, a little distance. And there you go, it rolled closer and it actually happened to break the rock. So now I have a way to get in there. Hip hip hooray. And we're in. So this is where the rock was. So let's see what we have here. We have a lot of rock here. And we have a molar, which was hidden. You could not see that from above. But yeah, there you go. Another molar. So also in this area, you can see where I am there. It's still kind of like in the same area. When you're standing up on the wall, you kind of look down, you see this skeleton of a rat or something similar. Not quite sure what it is. I think it's a rat. And right nearby, you see this entrance to another cave. So when you get to the end here, you see this red ball over there, which is like, wow, okay. Not so sure what this ball is all about, but let's see. Down here, we see there's a bunch of rocks up there, and there could be a molar up there. So when you run around here, you see that it goes back up. And you end up at the backside of the ball, which I tried to shoot earlier, as you can see here. That didn't really do anything. So I just think, okay, I guess you have to push it down there. And what now? Can I actually get it through the hole? If you push hard enough, you actually can. But now what? So this was quite a puzzle for me. So I was actually trying to stand on it to see if I can use it as a jumping platform to get over to those rocks, but I couldn't move the ball over close enough to the other side. Not even in third person. But then I saw the hole up there and I'm like, oh, you have to jump from the top on top of the ball and then over there. But unfortunately, I never could find that hole from the top. So I still have to do that, but I wanted to just show it to you so you can try this and probably get up there before I do. Best of luck to you. And the next location is very close to the other location where I was trying to find the hole. So when you walk around here, you soon will see this like blue cap. It really stands out from the background. And when you look underneath, you can see that you can actually get in there. But there are some roots you have to destroy first. So make sure you have a level 3 axe. And then when you walk farther, you get into this room here where you see this dude. Hello. And he gives you a journal and an intern badge. But that's really not the big news here in this cave. Just wait for it. When I got to this point, I was like, what? Not only have we 1 milk molar, we have 5 milk molars all in the same location. Ta-da! It is early Christmas, I guess. There you go. That was definitely the mother lode right there. And even after collecting them all, I was still pretty speechless. I couldn't believe what I just found. So thank you, dude. That was very nice of you. And then last but not least, this is not really a secret, but that may be something that you may miss if you don't like actually walk by there. So you can see here where I am, what this yellow triangle is, pretty much standing right there. When you're there, you can see down to this, whatever that is, toy, Hercules toy or something like that, which is the jungle anthill entrance right here. But there's a lot of enemies around here, so you better hurry up and just run for it. Then you find a lot of rooted doors that you have to break through and a lot of precious rocks to collect. I happen to be pretty much full with my inventory. What else is new? And the cracked rock. I did not have any explosives. So I definitely have to come back here. But I did collect something that is out here when you get out, which is this like raw science bubble right here on this tree trunk. And then below it, there is another molar, as you can see. So make sure you jump in the right position here, because otherwise you have to climb back up. Congratulations, you just got another milk molar. And then when you look down there, you see this head of Hercules or whoever that guy is. And you see like a supreme rock down there. Not that exciting, still good, but when you look here, you can see another scab. And then on your way out, you see a lot of other things, a lot of rocks especially, but there is a gum here and a candy. So a mint here. There's another door to break through with another candy and more rock. And oh boy, I missed that molar up there. Well, I have to go back, I know that. There's so much down there to get. But, you know, you just don't have time to really stand still and look because you get constantly attacked. Even with good armor, you probably won't survive long if you spend too much time down there. So that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I hope to see you next time. Until then, happy gaming. Take care. Bye-bye.